Was there anything you were doing before sign spinning that influenced your style a little bit, or may have uh, played a
I
role
took
in your transition
martial
into
arts
sign
for a
spinning?
long time.
So
I
that's
took
probably where those
martial
elbows are coming from, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. I took martial arts for a long time, and it sounds crazy, but where those elbows and checks probably aren't from my martial arts background, if that makes any sense. Like when I was growing up, mom was a crackhead, my grandparents were alcoholics and degenerates. And at a young age, I developed quickly. So I think my grandparents told me by like the time I was 9 months, I was walking and out of a diaper. If there's nothing you could get me to do at 9 months to wear that. So I was probably trained at nothing. Because you didn't want that. You just didn't want to diaper. Like as a baby, you were just taking that shit off. You just didn't want to diaper. So they said I learned to walk and whatnot by 9 months. By 2 years old, I was like talking and disrespectful. Probably because my grandparents were alcoholics and degenerate. So they had to figure out some shit to do with me. So they enrolled me in Shaolin Kung Fu. Right. I took that from probably like 2 years old to like maybe 6 or 7 years old until I got into like kindergarten and first grade and started kicking kids' ass for touching. Because I just wasn't playing that shit. Because my grandparents beat my ass all the time. So I was like, you didn't raise me. You're not my blood. You don't get to throw hands. Like you don't get to touch me and laugh. Like that shit ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so then they took me out of Shaolin Kung Fu. But my best friend Marshall took Taekwondo from 6 years old all the way until he was like 17 or 16. And I had pads and like stayed with him all the time. We sparred like all the time. I remember having to spend weekends at his house and like staying at his house because like we got not into a fight, but we would like, fight in the backyard for fun. Like we'd fucking be on the trampoline drop kicking each other and shit. Like crazy shit. I was a ruffian, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so for like my entire life, like he took Taekwondo, was a third degree black belt Taekwondo and went to the Marines. But like we would squab. We would have like brawls. This was Vegas. We'd go out to parks for like kids from different schools and go have like group fights. This was before the internet. And like it wasn't before the internet. It was before like before we could do this and I could be like, hey,
Yeah.
watch this real
Yeah.
quick, instantly on my cell phone. You know what I'm saying? That
Damn.
wasn't a thing. You know what I mean?
Living that Jorge Masvidal life in Nevada instead of Florida.
Yeah. So we
That
would
Kimbo
squab all
Slice.
the time. Yeah. Not even for money. It was for fun. Like we were teenagers. We would show up at parking lots sometimes with kids had other kids in football teams that had beef and fucking squab. We would fucking go out and squab. It was kind of crazy when I think about it. Like we stomped his ass. But from sparring with him all the time, Taekwondo is very different. And it's very angular, if that makes any sense, with like elbows and wrist strikes and like things like that, if that makes any sense. So I think that's
Yeah.
more so where that comes from in my fighting style than what I learned. But at the same time, when I won the competition, I was in. When I won the competition, I was in. What's it called? I was in Shoshu, which is circular and angular, and they consider that I think a form of kung fu, but it's very different. It's not as like artsy. It's not artsy at all as compared to like Shaolin, which is considered like a martial art, which is not necessarily like they have mixed martial arts that they use in the fighting and like Shaolin and shit like that, which is more so for show. It's like fancy.
Yeah. It's a little less practical, a little more showmanship. Yeah.
And so those elbows, in more Shoshu, it's more so grabs and things like they're gouging your eyes, they're grabbing your ears, they're trying to, because they know if you strike someone with your fist, I don't care what you say, It hurts. Like your hands when you hit like you watch those bare knuckle boxing fights. Every time they hit the corner, they're going to the corner to have their hands iced.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? In the
Hell
sock.
yeah. Yeah. I heard that bare knuckle boxing is actually safer concussively speaking, because you kind of pull a little bit when you know what's
Oh
that,
yeah.
it hurts you just as much.
Oh yeah. Indeed. Indeed. It's 100% what's going on because the glove is not there to protect your face. That glove is there to protect the other boxer, or not the other boxer, your hand. I'm sorry. It's not
Yeah.
there to protect the other boxer at all because that's still your face.
I would imagine.